Okay, good morning.
Good
Now,
morning.
we've heard of the memo by the chief of staff to actually terminate all appointments made after December 7th in public institutions. I think this is not the first time. In 2017, I think the then president Nanado actually laid off about 13,000 civil servants. Now, employing after December 7th, I do think it's in the right direction. Is it a good thing? Well, what do you say of this whole thing of the annulment of this employment? So, Black.
Yeah, well, I think that someone may target us more or less like political vendetta.
Uh-huh.
But I think that once the provisions are there for us to go by, I don't think that there should be some form of appointment and also recruitment. I mean, you know that after December 7th, certainly there will be a form of transitionality.
Especially when there's a changeover in government from
Exactly.
a particular party to another party.
Exactly. So probably if those or these appointments or probably recruitment had come earlier, I think still would have been constitutional. So I think that in more or less like some people just want to always create some kind of like controversies with our political space, and I think that, because we all know the rules, but we always want to go contrary to the rules. So I think that for me, if these appointments
The
have
rules are meant to be
been,
broken.
been disappointed, if I may put it, I think that it is in the right step or right state. Because listening to the Minister for Government Communications, Felix Okwuchi, he was saying that,
yes.
all these forms of recruitment were made as a result of irregularities, and I totally concur with him.
Exactly.
So
And that's one major point. You understand? Some people are complaining now. They are saying these are Ghanaians. So why the heck do we have to annul the appointment? But the problem is that did they follow the right process to actually put them there, or because they have been lost in election, they had to just put their party folks there in order to more or less like filling spaces. Now, even in the Bank of Ghana, there's rumor that they have about 200 appointments after December 7th. So what do you make of all these two?
Yeah, I don't think it was done in good faith because they knew very well, as you said, that is not what they should be doing. But they had to find a way by all means to smuggle the people in. And sometime before the election, Johnny Hughes even made mention of it that
they are employing people.
They are making recruitments.
Yes.
So you've been looking for a job all this while, you're not getting, and then you just hear somebody is a party faithful, and because the party is losing power, they are all just. It's unfair. It's unfair to every individual.
It's unfair.
It shouldn't be done, and it's good that they've taken the steps to annul all those that have been done. Let them all come back and follow the due process.
It's getting to the point where even getting qualification is closely becoming useless in the public sector, because see, you don't really need a qualification to get a job now.
And you align yourself.
You will align yourself with the political party, and you are good to go. Because some of us, we've actually followed police recruitment, fire service recruitment. We had everything on point. It's serious. And then you go with a group of people, and people just telling me, "What will I do? I don't see your time." You're signing the letter, and really, true to the word, you're signing the letter, So it's. I think. We are worried. We are really hurting the country with this kind of appointment, because you have certificates and it's more or less like becoming useless on the shelves.
We must be a people of integrity. We must be disciplined. We must follow procedures. We shouldn't do things to act as if we don't care, because whatever we do, it comes back to hurt us. You think you're hurting maybe NDC, but in the end, you're hurting the people. You're hurting the people. The people you put there, you may not have even given them the right orientation. They don't know what is expected of them. You've just pushed them into the system quickly before the next government
takes adequate
over.
Training.
Yes, and then there's going to be a budget for these people. You see, it's all just wrong. It's in good faith. So it's really good. I'm happy that they've taken a good step to annul everything. They should annul all of them on every sector. They should take them all out. They should come and join us and let's start all over again. There's a disappointment to them, yes, and somebody you've said that over again. But if we keep on saying, "Oh, you're a Ghanaian," things you're coming to USAID. You talk about that one too, and you see that. You see, you are crying for the help that somebody will get, but where is that help coming from? What is it made of? Now it's being pulled away, so you will not survive. Are you going to die without? Is that it?
We'll dive deep into that. So, Black,
And even aside that, I think we're also looking at, I mean, a lot of people doing the same job in the same space, where people are not getting the right training, and it's more or less like a job that can be done by
secretary.
50,
Secretary has two
that no
deputies.
more. I keep saying that no one is more Ghanaian than another. So I think that we are all Ghanaians. The right process must be.
It so looks like you are more Ghanaian than another when the political party who you are really affiliated to is in power.
You were saying something concerning your fire service thing.
Fire service,
I mean, for me myself, I've also had similar thing.
Fire service.
So like 4 years
fire
back,
service.
When I applied to
be a fire
be a
police
officer in the army. So what like so there was this W, I'll not mention his name, but so he was like I should send him 15K and then meet him at Michelle camp.
Oh,
you send him
15K.
And I was like, Daddy, say 15K. I said, that's what I told him. And even just 2 years back, right? A friend bought forms for me, same military forms. So I applied because it was genuine. Unfortunately, a classmate of mine is a captain in the army. So I contacted him and I was like, Charlie, ask man. This is what I've seen a friend bought. And he was like, I can apply, but
if you don't have the political connection,
he told me that. But
exactly.
So I was like, but mini. And I was like, but they don't even John.
Exactly.
Getting my point. So I was like, really?
Really?
So see, the thing is that
that's our security service.
Exactly. So you see this back and forth thing. I think that I mean, if these recruitments have been more or less like terminated, their contract have been terminated, it is the right state. The right thing must be done. Follow due process. No one is Ghanaian. No one is more Ghanaian than the other.
We all know it's a transitionary period. So as you are rushing into it, is it a process of recruitment that was started long ago?
They are not asking for the details. That even if you recruited or employed the person after December 7th, public service, they need to know when
it started,
when the process started.
Yes.
You understand? Now, one thing we seem to overlook
because the process must have started probably
is the directors and staff within
started months ago.
Months ago, yes. Well, that's what's happening now. You agree, and Adi agrees with whatever you also agree. Personally, I agree because some of us, the unemployment has affected us. You finish your masters in 2015, and then you've been home to 2025. 10 years after masters, no job. You apply for the job, you go there, and people who have far lesser, in fact, they can't even explain themselves. You find them in those positions. They are taken because they are party faithfuls. It's very sad, very painful, very painful to be in Ghana, to work hard, and then to be looked upon as if you are not Ghanaian. Now, to our second point of discussion, the USAID. Now, Donald Trump. Adia, I'll start with you. Do you think he's doing Ghana a favor? He's doing Africa a favor? Or he's doing all those dependents a favor by withdrawing the USAID? Because you look at Ghana, a country that is so rich technically, but extremely poor physically. Technically so rich with gold, with diamond, with cocoa, with bauxite, with oil. In fact, we've even the sun that can even give us solar energy. We are close to the sea, the coastal area where we get fish. You understand? We have agriculture, people plant and all that, we export. So what the hell is wrong with us that we still need aid to survive? When those countries we are asking for those aid from come to us for all these things we produce, they come to us and then they refine it and then they sell it to us at exorbitant prices. So do you think having a president like Donald Trump in play is a blessing to Africa? It could look like it's a problem, but is it not a blessing to us? Even asking all those Africans who are not legally American citizens to return to their countries?
It's a blessing, no? It's a blessing. I don't know if it's a blessing in disguise or it's a blessing fili because it's from all you say, you can see it's not even about what you have, it's about who you are. Who are our leaders? Who are we ourselves? We are relying on aid, but we ourselves, our environment, we have a rich environment. Have we even taken advantage of it? Have we made the best of it? But because of the people we are, the little we've gotten from it, the money is going to the pockets of a few, and the rest is left for foreigners to come and take away. We just sit down and let them come and take it. Chinese come and do galamsey and they are gone. We don't even prosecute them, nothing. We just let them go. So if we had the right people, as our authorities, and we got the right technicians, we got the right expert professionals take care of what needs to be taken care of, we'll put the right people in position to take advantage of our environment and give us the good returns that we need. We don't need to be hungry in this country. We are not a poor country, and we need to take care of. We should be able to take care of ourselves.
We are technically
Yes,
not a poor country, but
we are not.
we are physically
We are
poor.
not. We
In
are
terms
not.
of-
As long as we made our minds that we will leave what is there to just go to waste and then rely on aid. That is why they take us for a ride all the time. So Donald Trump, he's not seen as the person that most people would like to do, but then I think he's a blessing.
He wants the
disguise.
world
We
to be a
should take
better place for everyone.
Yes, he wants his world to be a better place.
And he wants the whole world to
And
be a
then he
better
wants
place.
the whole world because by doing that for his, well, he's allowing you, he's giving you the opportunity to go do it for yourself. But
Exactly.
you're still crying that no, I can't do it. Please do it for me. You know, and with that aid comes all the LGBTQ, all those things, because once it's given to you, one hand must go.
Exactly.
So once he leaves all these things out, he's taking the chains off us to be able to feel free, independent, to take our decisions, and maybe our government may sign up to the anti-LGBTQ bill at long last, because it's all tied up to all this aid we are getting. Will people suffer? Yes, they will. But I think we need to get up for ourselves. We need to stand up for ourselves. We need to
Exactly.
find a way internally to be able to take care of ourselves and not make it look as if USAID leaving us is our world is going to crash or we can never be who we are supposed to be.
Okay, so Black. Now, is this move by the American president a help to more or less to help Africans get good leaders? Because when you look at Kwame Nkrumah was one of the leaders that felt Africa could manage their own affairs without depending on anything. Gaddafi is another example. We've had presidents who have come in Africa and then they've made a change. Until now, we are praising them. Everyone praises them. Meanwhile, we keep on voting and electing for presidents who only come to look at their pockets. And that's why the richer keep on becoming richer and the poor keeps on becoming poorer. Because it looks as if the resources are being channeled towards a few people and their families. So this move, don't you think it's really going to affect how we even select our leadership or the kind of leaders we have? When you don't have those aids as a leader, you need to find a way to make it in your country.
I think that, I mean, for this topic, probably if you can give me 1 hour, I'll be ready. Now,
the whole program does have that.
I tell you, I mean, that's just the fun side of it. I mean, he said something about, blessing in disguise. You see, I keep saying that necessity is the mother of invention. Sometimes you have to take the bull by the horn, because the world is leaving Africa behind, or it has really left Africa behind.
We've been left behind.
It has
Left
for
ourselves
probably,
behind.
I don't know if maybe.
Let me cut it. Do you know Dubai was adjudged the cleanest city in the whole world for the 3rd consecutive time?
You can imagine.
And fifth.
And then at the point where we had independence, it was just a desert.
A desert.
The time when we built Akosombo Dam and all
Bad
that,
desert. Use the word bad.
it was a desert.
Yeah.
They interviewed one guy there and he said, it's not as if we are richer than you.
It's about the mindset.
We have correct leaders.
They walk, they talk.
Correct leaders. They don't have greedy leaders.
You see, when Trump won this election, I knew that there would be so many
Reformations coming in.
and so probably there will be so many, I don't know, like embargo or
He
so.
came to reset the world.
Yeah, exactly. So probably I can say that Trump is the really
He's
the
resetting
real
them.
guy who needs to be tagged as the king of reset. Because you see, this USAID has been existent for so many years, and probably he's realized that, I mean, Africans have taken advantage of this USAID thing. They don't really doing much.
Another thing, again, to chip in, he's also realized that if you look at the breakdown, Elon Musk has been put in charge.
Yeah.
If you look at the breakdown, he's also realized that the channeling of that money is most of it, or a chunk of it, is towards the promotion of the, is towards the promotion, yes, it's towards the promotion of the LGBTQ thing, building hospitals for that and all that. So
look at NGOs.
So they tend to look at it that even Americans are looking at it that their taxpayers, the taxes they pay for are being channeled towards the wrong.
Exactly, yeah, the wrong place. And you see, I like it in this way, try and stifle the people out there. He's told African leaders that you guys should take your children back to your country and let them school there. And make the place a better
And
place
make
for
the
them,
place a better place for your children,
So
your
you see,
other children
when
as
he was
well.
coming, or probably, I mean, in his second word, coming, I mean, I like him for some, for many reasons. Probably, maybe there will be some few reasons why maybe I may not like Trump. But I think that there's a wake up call to African leaders. And you're speaking about this. I mean, there's been some form of like, trade war between America and South Africa. To the extent that just this morning, right, there's been a battle between himself and Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa. To the extent that, I mean, Cyril Ramaphosa has ordered, the state agencies or probably the apparatus to close all American businesses in South Africa.
Oh,
Now he's put out all into South Africa.
Exactly, yeah, of course. And you see, I like what Ramaphosa. I like the action that he has also taken. So trade war. Do me ideal. And in this case, Ramaphosa will also think of trying to reset his country.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, because in this case, according to Ramaphosa, America gains $25 billion yearly from
South Africa.
From minerals. So you realize that, I mean, can we also go the same approach? Can we also follow the same approach?
Yes.
So in this case, Ramaphosa is saying that, okay, fine, if you don't want me to do this, that, okay, fine. In this case, I'm ending the trade, or probably I'm shutting down the American business in South Africa.
Yeah.
Trump is saying that no use it to what. So now in this case, I mean, our president has told the finance minister to what?
To bridge the gap.
To find ways.
Exactly, meaning there's a way. Until you actually make up your mind to look for that way, you will never know there's a way.
And I keep saying that, you see, as a leader or as as people in governance, you must always find 3 steps or 3 plans aside the first plan. So you may have, or you should have plan B, plan C, plan D. Because certainly for plan A, it is 50-50 or probably 70-30. So in this case,
but there needs to be something to cushion that plan.
Exactly. And this is a man who has been trumpeting the African must own their own wealth. They must do this, they must do that. So I think that, I mean, as she was saying, there's a blessing in disguise, and I think that is a time that, as you already talk about Kwame Nkrumah, the African unity. It's been long overdue. Gaddafi and Koha, I mean, the life of Jomo Kenyatta.
Yes, you see, the whole thing with Trump is that I could see you. You see, Nkrumah was ousted. American CIA held out. Gaddafi's issue, you find them there, but he is a type that probably will not come to harm you. Grow as much as you want to grow.
That is it.
And depend on yourself.
That is it.
But don't be dependent on me. I will not take it. I was listening to a political analyst, and he said, you see, what Trump is doing is also to create a form of when this war starts, this trade war starts,
it's already started.
It creates some kind of, you grow and then you're able to bring something to the table in exchange for another thing.
Yes.
So it shouldn't be like I keep on giving to you without getting something in return. So if you fight and you say, okay, please, I will need it. Okay, what are you giving to me in return? So that it will look like, you give me, I give you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But so it shouldn't be like America is more or less like the Father Christmas giving to everyone.
Superhero, then you just become a slave.
And technically, you become a slave. Technically, that's what has been happening. Your country is made so safe. You are forced to travel, and then you work for them, and then they keep on becoming richer. You understand? Recently, he wants America to be America, and then for Africa to be Africa. Right? So I hope the finance minister is able to bridge the gap, because those monies are in linkage with the HIV and AIDS and all other sort of diseases in Africa, in Ghana especially.
Forms of humanitarian activities.
It's a clarion call on every individual, all of us. We should also take our health seriously. Those diseases that are being covered by certain aids and agencies, we wouldn't know what to be happening in the coming months or even in the coming days. So everybody, you think it doesn't affect you, but
Ghana Beyond Aid.
Yes, it's
even that Ghana Beyond Aid that came. We told Ghana Beyond Aid will be more than anyone. Ghana Beyond Aid. Ghana Beyond Aid
became Ghana Aid.
Yeah, Ghana went to EP with Ghana Beyond Aid and all that.
Deeply in aid.
Yes.
We should take us. You see, we are still battling things like malaria. We are still battling things like measles,
cholera. You can imagine.
Cholera. And USAID is leaving. I mean, it will go with a lot of NGOs.
You see, our sanitation
we just
problem.
need to be some as a people and be conscious.
Yes.
the thing is that I mean, when using was in full action, right? You ask yourself that
What was
the state of our health system?
exactly?
I mean, as a country, what was the state of our health system?
It's not there
when
anyway.
You know,
when they were funding us, it was extremely bad. Now that they are going,
at times I feel probably the monies we get are not channeled towards the right source. It ends up, a chunk of it ends up in individual pockets.
Yes.
So we get all the we have our own monies we are making. We are taking taxes and all that. We have the aids coming in. The USAID is just one part of the aid coming in to help our health.
And it's just
And then we look at we look at how much comes in and how much little is done. You start to wonder. Now, see COVID, and you start to wonder. Now you realize that you look at our environment and a country that is over 60 years. You look at Accra. We walk every day. We see no dustbins. You actually buy pure water. At times, if you want to be a good citizen, you fold it and put it in your pocket, and then you walk throughout the whole day without getting a single dustbin to drop that rubber.
All you see are more.
Why won't we get cholera outbreak? It's serious that we are not growing.
Serious.
We are not, and we've made up our minds. But funnily enough, I think the last election has taught us a lot that Ghanaians are growing beyond the political affiliations towards political parties.
I mean, we are discerning.
Yes, people are thinking, okay, it was the people didn't vote for the MPP. I don't think so. I just feel the paradigm is shifting towards a point where people are getting fed up with the fact that I was born here, so let me stay there. If things are not good for you, they are not good for you. Simple. If this person didn't work for you, they didn't work for you. Simple. So things are changing. So if this government doesn't do well, I think it will the same thing will affect him. Gladly enough, I think they started leading well, even with this USAID thing, asking the finance minister to bridge the gap. And then I saw a video yesterday of some students sitting on a single log. To cross a river. A boy and a brother. And then
on it, not sitting on it. They walked on a log. And then so the log was placed in the middle of the river.
The president has immediately said something about it.
That's the Eastern region.
Eastern region. He sent his regional minister and all that too. You see, that's the kind of leadership we need. The little things are actually things that makes it great to us. Now, if the regional minister goes there, the next point you get to know of other places facing what similar challenges.
Mahama is the hope.
We pray and hope is the hope together.
Yes. But beyond us being discerning, Mr. Black, we also need to make sure that the actions follow. We don't need to sit on our laurels at all, because even if we have good leaders and we are still bad people, we will come back to the same.
So we also need to work on ourselves.
He's showing us the way. We have to work on ourselves.
So you force her to do. No, you will force her.
There are still people selling in front of gutters.
You know, in Muhammad's first term, he actually brought the first Saturday in every month for the cleaning of the gutters, the sanitation day. Finally, it was phased out gradually when the new government came in play. We hope it comes back again.
In fact, we hope
the town council that was there before. You see, back in the day, when you hear of town council, everyone started running to clean, even to clean their drums in their rooms, because people will enter the rooms and then you could be fined because of that. We need to bring in those things.
We need to bring it back. We need to hold ourselves accountable.
Exactly.
We need to be responsible people.
I mean, there is a reason why we have the district assemblies and the municipalities or whatever they call themselves. I mean, you ask yourself that.
What are they doing?
Their sanitation, van and team. I mean, how often do they move within our various neighborhoods and communities? They don't. She was saying that people sell in front of gutters. Just right now, when you step out of the studios, you see people selling all manner of things. Just before.
We are also buying.
Gutters, uncovered gutters. But the thing is that who are supposed to cover the gutters? We could just keep the gutters clean.
I was talking about it.
We could just keep the gutters clean.
We have the assembly people. We have the presiding whoever. I mean, we have more or less communal leaders who are representing government in the smaller space.
So it is that bottom.
And the right thing must be done. Punitive measures must be taken.
Exactly.
I mean, right now, social media is everything. You take a picture of it, you share it, or a video, you share it. Tomorrow it will be corrected.
People are just being paid for no work done.
Exactly.
People are being paid for zero work done. And I think that if Mama is the hope, then the people must also be the hope. So
we must be the hope also. Yes.
Let's punish people.
Yeah.
Let's forget about this. We belong to the same party. Whether you are the top or down, please, the work must be done without fear or favor.
You see how the people have requested that with everything the president does, he should carry the people along, everything, let us know why, let us know. It's the same way we should also hold ourselves. Where were the people who are supposed to be in authority? Where were the people who are supposed to recruit? And they didn't mention that, recruitments are going through at this speed. Why is it coming through? Nobody questioned anything. The only way I heard it was Johnny Hughes. And we were wondering if that is it. Well, what we have done about it? But at least this government has come and it's been declared. It's been annulled. If not for that, who would have spoken? Who would have spoken? But the whole Bank of Ghana.
Yes. For me,
the whole Bank of Ghana, when the recruitment began, who would have spoken? We've been so compromised that nothing is nothing for us anymore. And you want to still hold the government? We don't even get to the point where we should be holding the government responsible. So we just have to follow in the lead. If that is it, if we agree that at least he is doing something right.
He started to do something right.
We have to follow.
We should follow through.
The grassroots leaders should begin. Don't wait for it to come from the top to come. We know right and wrong. We know our values. So let's uphold them.
Governance is business. Let's forget. Let's stop this. Kind of.
USAID is leaving. That alone is a national disaster.
Straight up. The right way have to be followed.
Because in this case, our foreign donors are no longer giving us anything. For some, it is a no-go area. We are done with you. We are done with you.
Once they pull out, a lot of local want to pull out as well.
There's the need for us to, because the finance minister, has a lot. Because he's more or less like probably the mother of all the ministries.
Really, the finance minister has a lot on his table.
In fact, don't forget. In the coming days, we'll be reading his budget.
Yes, in the coming. I heard the IMF is in town. The IMF representatives are in town. I think they are speaking on certain things. They said certain informations and all that.
Yes. Green challenge.
He has a lot of
green challenge.
Certain information is that because we are seeking, the NDC is seeking to withdraw certain taxes. You understand? And then you just can't take those taxes off. If you are cutting on intake, then you need to also cut in on expenditure or find other means of making money. The road tolls are coming back, but the government also need to cut in on expenditure as much as possible. And that's the only way we could, because if the government is not really spending exorbitantly, things will be better. The government spending affects everyone. It affects everything.
The 24-hour economy must work.
You see, the 24-hour economy could be the breakthrough for Ghana if the implementation stage is done very well, the documentation is done very well. Because the fact of the matter is that it's not something that can happen within a span of 4 years. But if it starts well,
it can do greatly within
exactly. So that's what I'm speaking of the basics. If they start well, you understand, and then they put in measures to put certain things in law that will back it. No other president will come
would be able to
change it by no means at all. I remember I was listening to a statement by Rollins some time back, and he said we need to draft our constitution and other things in a way that when we even have the devil as a president,
he will not be able to
talk about it.
Exactly.
We are waiting for the reports, by the Constitutional Review Committee.
The Constitutional Review Committee, they've been given a period of time. I think some months to actually bring it down. Yes, they all have a period. You see, all these things are being done within the first 120 days. You see, Mama gave a promise of 120 days.
That's why it's so annoying. You see, as you hold him accountable, they are doing things behind holding back.
It's beautiful when a leader comes in and gives timelines for himself.
And he follows it, You
understand? Because already he's passed the ministers and the appointment, the 60 within a particular number of days and all that. He's done that.
I think he's done almost 58 or so.
Not completed.
Not completed. But he's really done well for them to even start working. Now you could see they're also tackling the guarantee head on. I've heard the Greek minister saying that he doesn't care if your party folk or not. The Ashanti regional minister has also given 2 weeks for everyone to stop all kind of mining activities. We know we might suffer a bit, but these actions are better for us to make the Ghana we want to be the Ghana we actually want. So